Welcome to Nearing Nerdvana. This is episode 117 on April 17th.
Worked out.
Yeah, we planned it out perfectly for that.
If it was January 17th, it would have been even cooler.
Yeah, I know, right? Cosmic One, y'all have to give way more super chats for me to give away OA like that. But yeah, we were talking about C2E2. I was showing off some pickups because the guys were curious, but it's mostly exclusive. So I did on-site grading too, so I have to show you all the slabs afterwards.
What do they charge for that, by the way?
For modern books, it was $45 up to the maximum value of $400. If you go above that, I think it's like $100, and then like where it's 1,000 or more or something like that, and then for the highest tier of like walkthrough or whatever, because like for like a $10,000 book, I think it was like still based on percentage.
Yeah, right. So $45 for basically a modern to get it like that day. That's not terrible.
How much?
45 for modern. And I don't remember if vintage was much different of a price. I can look it up because it was on the CGC website. CGC Comics on site grading.
This is when you know you're getting old, bro. I was lifting a couple of comic boxes, dude. I think I tore ligaments in my shoulder.
How old are you now, Joe? You're what, 38, 39?
27 and a half.
Okay.
Bro.
Oh, crap.
Feeling it today.
Sure. I don't. Yeah, I just remember modern being like $45 because that's what I was grading.
No, I was just curious. Like that seems reasonable because you're gonna pay probably $35 between shipping and the whole thing to get it down there. Probably more. So that's not so bad.
When did you have to have it submitted?
Oh, when did I have to have it? So I filled out the paperwork before I left the con, and then just brought it to them. And then I don't know if there was what the cutoff time was, but there was definitely a line when I dropped off my books.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was kind of funny. The person behind me was also a content creator. So shout out to Chonko Comics. So he's also a YouTube creator. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
all right, man. Let's get more people out there talking about comic books, man. Let's pump up the hobby.
Yeah, exactly. And then also make sure to say something in chat because I will be giving away a Planet Death comic from Dinesh from Bad Idea. Actually, I might give away a couple. So also leave a comment after the show too as well. Am I supposed to make a wheel from the last 2 shows? Is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you don't have to do it. I mean, if you don't want to do it now, then we can do it next week. But yeah, we were going to give something. You were going to give something away that you grabbed at the show.
Yep. And so big shout out to Counterpoint Comics, aka Bell for Prez. I've known him for a while now. I met him at MegaCon like 3 or 4 years ago, and he hooked it up with this amazing Spider-Man. I don't know what issue this is, 46, and it is signed by Lyrics Lee.
Is that Gwen? Is that Mary Jane? Like, who is that dressed up as Spider-Man? Or is that
Mary Jane?
Yeah, it looks like Gwen because the blonde.
That's right, because of
the headband. Like I think she was notorious for that. Oh man, he knows me too well because I shouldn't have given this away.
Right, Peter told Mary Jane, "Can you put a little red in your hair?" Just a little bit.
Strawberry blonde, you know.
Yeah. So you could have the best of both worlds there, you know.
I still have the 3-layer submission paper from CGC. That's awesome. Oh yeah, see, Derek knows Chonko. Good channel, good dude. He was a good dude. He was cool to meet. He was from the Chicago area. So yeah, so I would definitely check out his content. He was a cool person to chat with, like to make the CGC line not seem so long. Because I think I was waiting there for like maybe an hour or something like that. And my brother was already bored of like waiting around with me in lines that like I was kind of trying to knock out. But yeah. Bad Idea sending 200 copies of Planet Death to every store opened in the last year for free. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, I know they did sell over 900,000 copies, so that was pretty impressive since they are now being distributed. So
900,000 for a modern book. Holy shit.
yeah, exactly. Like I haven't heard numbers like that of a modern book in since the 90s.
I mean, it's been a long time, man. Because I mean, I think 500,000 back in the heyday, like not the heyday, but like the 2010 Marvels was like a big number. So
it's kind of cool, like looking through the comic because I saw the black and whites of it, right? That did they add color to this? No, it's still not color. Or there's some like color splash, but yeah, but with the type of paper because it's on the old newsstand paper, like
that's
the
cool, man.
grays
That's cool.
and stuff like that look really cool. I mean, the interior art always looked pretty detailed. Oh, there are samples of colors and stuff like that.
Hold one of those for me, man. I want one of those.
Yeah. I'll send you one too as well. So I have plenty. So alrighty. 900,000 for just sounds like BS. 900,000 for every bad idea of it. I don't know. That's what I've been told, and that's what I read through emails. So I guess we'll find out if it'll be like a Ninja Funk or not. All right. But yeah, it was. Oh, also big shout out to Cover Price. It was cool running into everyone. So the easiest way to find all the content creators was just show up to the JTC line late and then walk up the row, and then you could just say hi to everyone. So that's what I did the first day. I was like,
yeah,
man,
cool. that Mary Jane Negative Space, that was like the book of the con for the most part, right? Isn't it?
I would say that was probably the longest line, and then also the Marvel Rivals Momoko book was also really popular because the Virgin sold out by Saturday.
And that wasn't like a low print book, right? Wasn't
Which
it
one?
like it was 1,000 or more on that?
888 of the
Virgin and
Virgin.
And
I don't know what
199.
I don't know what the print count was for the for what's it called for the parade dress. But yeah, but yeah, it was cool seeing Cover Price because I ran into the whole crew. I got to meet the whole crew in the JTC line. So the day I actually decided to wait in line, they were a few people ahead of me. So someone held my spot, and I went to go talk to them real quick, and then came back to my spot real quick.
Hey, real quick, shout out to our boy Alex for the super chat. Thanks, buddy. No need for that, but do you have a question? Are you actually stoked for the new Gwenpool book? All right. I am cautiously optimistic. I've spoken to the author a couple of times. He's been very hit or miss. He's had some great hits and some massive misses. I've seen a couple of the initial pages, and nothing is sending up the alarm bells. There's other things that he's posted that have set up some of the alarm bells, but from the actual book itself, so far so good. I'll probably end up being pissed off, but I am going into it with an open mind and trying to be optimistic. So we will see. We will see.
Nobody is good enough for your baby.
Listen, man, I don't want anybody good enough. I just want someone with a half a fucking brain. I mean, listen, Jeremy Whitley, the guy is a fucking idiot. Like, he got to write Gwenpool, and fuck him. Like, there's no dumber person writing comic books than Jeremy Whitley. So like anything is a step up from there.
All right. And then Derek is saying JTC Mary Jane was not limited. Are any JTC books ever limited? And then Cover Price DeVoe is saying we had to pick up books for our giveaway live stream and also for the giveaway for a CGC giveaway coming up. So we had to try those. We had to try those down ASAP. Oh, I guess secure those ASAP or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because it was limited 2 per person. and then that it was kind of weird too that the line still took super long, even though he wasn't signing books. Because that's what the holdup was. The first day he was signing books too along,
jeez.
and then so the second day he told people just buy the books through the line, and then come back throughout the day, and I will sign your books for you. Is how he kind of like. Let's see. TLC Comics is saying I'm 100 with Ben. Team original Gwenpool.
OG Gwenpool, man. Let's fucking do it. All right. Much love.
All right. I think we've BS'd enough for the first 10 minutes. Let's get started.
All right. We're going to get into it. Listen, man. Normal rules apply on our show. We're here to help you hunting for comic books. It's the pure joy in the hobby. So be smart with your purchases. And yeah, we're just talking about some fun books tonight, as usual. All right. So this book, I was on the Tuesday show with Carter and Dino on Tales from the Flip Side. And this book came up, right, Carter? If I'm not mistaken, we talked about this one.
Yes.
Yeah. So Boy Comics number. I had never seen this one before.
Really?
This is Boy Comics number 24, Charles Brio cover from Lev Gleason Publications from 1945. Believe it or not, there's a 9.8 of this book. I was shocked to learn that. But a 9.8 sold way back in the year of 2017 for about $1,200. Only 13 copies total on the census, which is crazy.
There's a 9.8 of this book, Ben.
It must have been a file copy of some sort.
Wow.
But so the hook on this book, as I was reading about it, and we didn't talk about this, Carter, on the show, but it turns out that I guess this is inside of a concentration camp theoretically, and that's kind of like the hook for this particular book.
It's nuts.
I mean, that's kind of a short skirt, in my opinion, for a concentration camp, but I'm not going to judge the entire attire one would wear.
Yeah, she's rocking heels, a little cocktail dress. Got her hair done up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wouldn't be wearing that personally, but I listen.
Right. That's not concentration camp attire.
One wouldn't think.
She has too much hair to be in a concentration camp, right?
What does it say on the bed there? Can you see on the green sheet there what that says?
The artist cover.
County Insane Asylum on the bed.
And then his signature is on the pillow.
Yeah. Right.
Are you sure it doesn't say bro?
Bro, hey bro.
These boy comics, I mean, you know, they come up like we cover these on Hot Book Alert with Carter, you know, but there's never a ton of these ever showing up on the census for whatever reason. So, you know, I think if you're hunting, and I see them when I'm digging for reasonable prices, a lot of the covers aren't that cool, but it seems like all of these are relatively scarce.
Well, this one is outright. This was an ultimate standout.
Yeah. I'd never seen it before until the show.
So I'm not ignoring comments. I'm building the wheel from the last two shows too as well. So just let me know when the change slides. So I'm not ignoring your comments. I'm just doing stuff.
Listen, Aaron is multitasking. So
yeah.
Running the show, running the wheel. All right. Planet Comics number 48. A beautiful Joe Doolin cover. From Fiction House in 1947. This one doesn't feel like the rest of the covers from Planet Comics, but there's something just really cool about it. A 9.6 from 1947 sold for $4,300 back in late 2024, which seems kind of like a steal, if I'm being honest. 158 of these on the census, 0 9.8s. But this robot cover, you know, with, you know, him taking the bridges and chasing the girl, like, I don't know. There's just something cool about this.
I mean, it's cool. I like the robot. I mean, the artist knows how to build scale. and it just it looks really imposing. He's crushing the building. I like that you can automatically put yourself in the 40s there with what she's wearing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Joe Doolin, I think, is one of the probably biggest artists of the golden age who maybe hasn't gotten the respect he deserves, because he's
That's
really
a cool
good.
name too, man. Of course, if it was me, it'd be Joe Drooling. Mama.
We can talk about Planet Comics for a whole show if we really wanted to, but
Oh, the saddest thing happened to me. I missed buying opportunity for a Planet Comics #1. Someone had, someone had
the
one.
Stevens, really?
Yeah, someone had a Dave Stevens, and then I must have overlooked it or something like that because I didn't even see it on their wall. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we had this yesterday," and then I was afraid to ask how much it was because I'm sure it was within a decent enough price to like actually buy it. But I mean, it was also a raw copy, so I don't know how beat it was.
Did you need a Planet Comics #1? The Dave Stevens?
The answer to that is always going to be yes. We might have to work out a trade after this show.
I was looking for that book about 3 years ago, and you couldn't find one online. Like, since Stevens has kind of become a thing, they people are listing them, but you couldn't find that book about 3 years ago. It was a motherfucker to try to get hands on that book.
And then when they exploded, all of a sudden, people with like Joe have like stacks of the
mega stacks of them just hanging around. So
Joe's like, "What grade do you want?"
All right, what do we got next? All right, so this is a mega classic we've never talked about on the show. We could put this in the banger category for sure. Witchcraft #5, a Kelly Freias cover. Avon Publications, 1952. That year keeps popping up. 52 and 48, it feels like. An 8.5, and this feels low. Sold for $4,080 earlier this year. Only 88 of these on the census, 019.8, with a 9.4 at the high grade.
LD, no.
This is a striking book.
It's badass, Ben. The green pops. I just love that character like reaching out for her, like ah. I always like covers like that too.
Like, so this was one of those painted covers, and it kind of pops because the painted portion is on the white in the background, and it just kind of like gives it another dimension or something.
Wait, I forgot to tell you something. Hold on.
This doesn't look like it's from 52. Like, if you
it feels much more modern, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like if you had shown me that, like, hey, this is on FOC this week, I would have believed you.
I'm telling you, who would love this book is Brian, bro. You see all those skulls, bro?
Brian does love this book.
Oh, he does.
Brian, this like McClay loves this book. It's like he already knows and he loves it. Like, he's spoken about this book many times over the years.
And that's probably why he doesn't talk about it anymore, because he wants.
Does he have it? I thought he might have it for some reason.
It's also maybe one of those books where like, oh wait, I have that, and he'll pull it out of like some random box or whatever.
Yeah. What's up, Tony? Good to see you, buddy. Hope all's well, man.
It's Vic in the house. Tony, what's up, bro?
What's up, blue green
artifacts in the house.
Yeah, this book here is also like a gray tone, considered a gray tone. That usually gets its own distinction.
Witchcraft has some great covers. #2 is the McClay book.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to look that up now.
Yeah,
he loves too, but I know this one he's a big fan of this one as well. Like I
he's probably a fan of the series.
Yeah.
Craft #2.
Is that with the one with the skull on it?
Yeah. Let me pull that. Share screen. I don't know what my dog's barking at.
Dude, every time your dog barks, my dog barks, and that's because I've got headphones. Man, these dogs have superpowers, bro.
Yeah, so because sometimes like my dog will bark because I think they can hear our headphones. Because I know
in on conversation, doggy.
Yeah.
If
They're
they
like
can hear through the headphones, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's literally.
super. I just know my dog's barking at like either a rabbit that's running around in the front yard or maybe a squirrel.
Y'all have rabbit? We got squirrels. I haven't seen a rabbit in my neighborhood.
Dude, we have wild rabbits that run around their neighborhoods.
Bro, the chupacabras get the rabbits if they were over here, bro. Got aliens over here.
All right. Let's
Oh,
move on
that's
to some
cool.
Captain Science, man. Not Captain Planet, but Captain Science.
That's cool.
This was done by an unknown cover artist. Poor bastard doesn't get the credit he deserves, or her.
Or her.
Youthful Magazine's 1951, and 9.2 of this sold for 36 grand. Just before the comic scene went crazy in 2020. 53 in the census. You got a bondage cover with the girl tied to a rocket. What do we think about that?
Yeah. Dude, I think these guys are awfully close from shooting at each other, bro. You know what I mean? It's like
She's
the naked gun or something. Dude. Bro, that's a good cover. And the
Oh
red
man,
and
it's so
yellow,
it's
man.
so of the time. Like this cover's phenomenal, freaking phenomenal.
like on 50s books, like the red and the yellows, man, they fucking pop, dude. I like the Devil of Mars, the Invisible Tyrants. The
Carter,
Invisible
you ever
Tyrants.
come across this one?
No.
This strike for me. If I'm at a show and this is on the wall, this is one of the books that stops me in my tracks. Like,
Right.
It's like a Flash Gordon, doesn't it?
but much better. Like,
Yeah.
like Flash Gordon, but like stepped up 2 levels.
I don't know. Every time, like Flash Gordon's kind of lame to me.
Yeah, all the elements are there for coolness, but it never kind of delivers
Right.
for whatever reason.
All right.
Honestly, I would say the Captain Science series in general has a lot of cool books. Like, if you're out there looking and you come across them, like, and somebody's got a bunch of them, look at all of them. They're all kind of cool. So, all right, I threw this on there because I just finally pulled the trigger on this book this week. This had been high on my list of wants for a long time. There's just something about this book that speaks to me. Wonder Comics number 11. Graham Ingalls cover. Graham Ingalls is criminally underappreciated in the golden age, in my opinion. Better Publications, 1947. A 9.0 sold. I didn't realize that just the other day for $15.60. Sorry, there's not 498s. I don't know why I put that. There's 62 in the census. There's no way there's 498s. That's a typo. But this is the copy I grabbed. I got a 6.5.
Oh, nice.
This is the. I'm going to send this to you because this is the cleanest 6.5 I've ever seen. And all there is on the back are a couple of like non-breaking like folds. But like I've never seen a 6.5 unless there's something going on inside, like quite this clean before. Like there's not even one tick on the spine.
What is it? Off-white pages? Off-white?
Off-white to white.
Man.
Did you read the graders notes? Because they usually highlight the biggest things that take off points, right?
Yeah, I should have. I mean, I just had but there's a couple of like just non-color breaking like folds in it, but like there's on the back and on the front, like there's nothing major. So Joe, I may send this to you, man.
Yeah, send me some pics too. You know, there's no evidence of boxing or anything like that.
No, I mean it's clean as can be, man. Like I've never seen a 6.5 like this before, but I love the entire Wonder Comics series, but there's just something about this one. I don't know if it's the fact that he's wearing red tights, blue shorts, a yellow belt, and a green shirt, but
he's Christmas man.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Wonder Man.
It is Wonder Man, right? It's not. It's just a different Wonder Man. Right?
Yeah. Did they take the Wonder Man from these comics? Marvel?
ripped him off, man. Didn't give any credit to him.
Man. Was that first appearance of Rat Man?
It is. No, that is who the hell is that? Is it say on the cover here? That is like it's something like that.
That looks like a chupacabra, bro.
It looks like Man Bear Pig.
Man Bear Pig. Yeah. Probably some hidden stains.
Derek, I've looked close, man. If there's stains on there, they're hidden as well as can be. Like I can't see them, but
there's stains. I'll find them, Derek.
But
Possum
yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, I'm really happy to find this book, and I've been wanting it for a very long time. But
the trade is fucking cool, man. The Wonder Comics, that is cool shit.
Oh yeah, man. It's just the vibe of all of these Wonder Comic books. Now, Schomburg took over a bit later on, but like he ran with this for a while. But there's something about the colors and the vibe on this cover that I've wanted for a long time. I know it's not for everybody, but
no,
it's funny. There was a guy selling one for like $1,100, and I was trying to get it for much less, and like he wouldn't budge below 900. I was like, all right, 850, I'll pull the trigger, and he wouldn't do it. And then I bought this one for well below that. I was like, it's same grade, 6.5. And then that guy hits me up the next day with like a deep discount.
Oh, you son of a!
But no, it was still above what I paid for the copy that I got. But
his crotch is lumpy.
Yeah, man, he's got a rump.
Can't fix foxing. Is that what Alex said? You can't fix foxing.
Yeah,
he's asking. He's like, can't fix foxing. Red Hood.
No comment.
Oh,
you're like it's a trade secret. Gotcha.
I'm not gonna speak about that.
You're like, I can't give out that much cornbread.
I shouldn't have said anything.
All right.
Maybe you can, maybe you can't.
CGC is going to be knocking at your door. Red Hood, we need you to come into the.
Those days are long gone, bro.
So I was looking at this book the other day, and it's a pulp, and I've got a pulp problem. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. I've got a pulp problem.
Man, I found some cool pulps at C2E2, and I was like, oh man, I want to buy a couple of these, but how do I transport this back without damaging it?
Yeah, man. So this is Captain Zero #1, the first appearance of Captain Zero for those keeping track at home. Rafael de Soto cover, Popular Publications, 1949. A 4.5 went for $135. Now, I want to be clear, like that is a steal. Like that's well below where other 4.5s went. So somebody got an absolute steal on this book. Only 7 copies on the census, high grade 7.0. But I guess I always wanted to highlight this. This is a cool book, but there are so many deals to be had out there right now that there's so much volume being moved that people can't keep up with it. And I think that 135 was like half of where it would have gone on the prior sale for the same grade.
You know what I think about when I think about the like 40s and 50s, like, with all the advancements with like cologne and perfume and soap and shampoo, like they didn't have this stuff back then. So I'm thinking everybody smelled like shit back then, dude.
Unless you're rich.
Unless you were rich and you like had the big sprays or whatever, but no, who knows how long that shit lasted, dude? Like, and everybody was sweaty, like that was probably a thing that it was okay to smell like shit back then.
It's because everyone was.
We'll never know. We'll never know.
I think it was just the status quo, man. Like
right.
that was.
We'll never know. Somebody walks by.
Oh, and then think about it.
I think
like I would guess that air conditioning wasn't very common back
Yeah,
then
dude.
either.
So see, now you
And
just
then everyone's wearing suits all the time,
there you
and
go.
like wool suits. Like,
So you just had to know, like, they probably were conditioned for bad BO back then, right?
but everyone also smoked like a chimney too, as
Right. So
well.
I
So
guess like that
yeah.
was the way to mask smelling like shit was just like smoke a cigar. You
smoke a
right?
cigar, smoke a cigarette, be high
I
on
don't know. It's
heroin.
just,
I don't
yeah.
know.
I don't know, man. It's just stuff I think about. Like,
No, man, I think that was just the state of the world, man, across across all cultures. So
right.
we,
Like,
we
I
we
wonder, like, what made chicks start shaving under their underarms, like back in the 40s, right?
oh,
What
somebody's
did
got
they-
a book written on that. There's no way that somebody hasn't covered that topic.
Hey, Grok,
Yeah.
did people smell
Right.
in the 1940s?
I'm gonna look that up. Did people smell like shit in the 40s?
Well, they're looking that up. We're gonna keep going so we don't get
Okay.
canceled.
I'm sorry. I just
No, it's all
wanted
good,
to-
man. This book, I think, is a must-have. So this is by, I couldn't even find any recent sales on this thing. So this is by our boy Wally Wood. Don't call him Wally. He wants to go by Wallace. Sally Forth, #1 from 1977. Sally Forth, we're aware of the collectible comics from the more modern era, but he did about 4 or 5 issues of this in the 70s, and they're all hard as hell to find.
Really?
All hard as hell to find.
I had a whole set, 1 through 4.
You've got them all?
I had them.
Of the OGs. No shit.
Yeah.
What did you move them for?
Gosh, I forget.
What's up, Jonathan?
But I was really happy with the price, though. I guess.
Nice.
Did you sell them individually or as a whole set?
As a set.
Oh,
So
nice.
as a set. Yeah.
So I've never got hands on these. This is like full magazine size, right?
Bigger than a magazine.
It's bigger because I couldn't find any graded info on these books at all. I don't think
No kidding.
big to grade.
I would guess it's
that's
like,
right.
is it treasury size then?
I want to say it's slightly smaller than the Treasury.
Okay.
It's just slightly, but
But bigger than a
really-
magazine.
Yeah, they're cumbersome though.
Did
You
Wally
remember where you
Wood
found them,
do
man?
the internal pages? Like, is this a comic? Full on comic?
Yeah. Full on comic, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, they're all very adult oriented, as you would imagine with Sally Forth, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I why are you looking at me? I don't know where your clothes are. Wow. That's cool,
Nice.
man. It's almost like I know black and white and schooled some people. I'd like to see this in color, man.
dude, I would buy this in a second. Like in
Yeah.
a second.
Yeah, I mean, this is you come across this, and if it's at a decent price, you pick it up.
All right. So what we got to do is start posting in our group chat first. Hey, I'm about to list this on eBay. Does anyone want it before I...
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I mean, posting on-
$350 in 1977 was not a cheap price though, which would kind of caught me by surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to look that up. How much?
Shit, that's
How
probably
much
what the equivalent
was
of
1999.
$350 in 1977.
you know,
that's
like
going to be at
that-
least $8 now, at least $8 to $10.
that's
20
like
bucks.
those big old Batman Hush 2s, those giant
Yeah.
ones selling for like $15.
$350 in 1977 was $1847 in 2025.
1840, so $20.
I said 1999, bro.
So
That is
that's
cool.
Yeah, man. When did you, Carter? Did you sell these like in the last couple of years, or was it way back?
I want to say before COVID,
All right,
like you
Yeah.
know, like I wanna
before
say
the market
before
went
that.
nuts. All right.
I think around that time, either during that time, or like it's damn, it's so long ago. But yeah, it was like around that time.
Did these collect material from another source?
Wow. I don't know.
That would be a
No. Well, those if you remember those they're reprints, those modern reprints that the where you get that oh god, the Adam Hughes
Adam
cover.
Hughes cover. Yeah. Okay, so there's reprints of that
Right.
of this book with the Adam Hughes cover.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Oh, where it's like I guess, would you call that a facsimile or a reprint now at this point?
I think those are just reprints because they came in several issues, and I think there are only 4 or 5 of these original ones.
8. Yeah, no, 4. 4. Yeah, 4.
4 of these, but the reprints, there were 8 of them.
Yeah. Yes, broke it up into 8.
Oh dang! Teddy says I'll buy it and let my daughter color it in.
I don't know, man. There's Tony. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, buddy. These the interiors on these were not for the faint of heart, as I understand
it. It's not appropriate for children. Anyways,
next.
All right, this is another book that this was on Dino's show, right, Carter? We talked about this one.
Yeah, this was on Tuesday's Flip Side. Yeah.
All right. So this Archie's Girls, Betty and Veronica, number 68 from 1961. This is a Bob White cover. Only 8 of these on the census, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. A 4 or 5 sold for $90 late last year. Do you remember what? I think it was a Raw on the show that we covered, Carter. Remember what it went for? I couldn't remember.
Oh gosh, I want to say like 50-ish.
Yeah, like $50. But yeah, man. There's Betty and Veronica in swimsuits with Archie just drooling seems to have been a overwhelming theme for Archie for the last 50 years. So yeah, this one is honestly, there's so many Betty and there's so many Archie books that are worth grabbing. It's almost too many to keep up.
I'm still trying to understand what the innuendo is here. Would you like to have Archie fan you too, Betty? No thanks. He's been giving me the breeze for years.
So instead of the word fan, change it and you'll figure out what the innuendo is.
What, change fan to
Hashtag just saying.
Change fan to fist.
What's this breeze?
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah, there's so many of these worth grabbing. And like if you go digging, like the amount of Archie books that you can find for nothing that actually sell for something is crazy. If I if I lost my collection and somebody gave me $100 to rebuild, I'd go into the Archies, spend it, and then resell it and do that for a while, and then build up a war chest to go after some bigger books. But the funny thing is I looked this up. There's another Betty and Veronica from the modern era, number 68, which is also a swimsuit cover. If you go to the next one, Aaron, if you don't mind, buddy. So Betty in this book probably goes for $15 to $20. Another book you can find in dollar bins easy. Not Den, but typo for me. Dan DiCarlo cover from 1993. There's another sort of subtle thing that I like to collect on this book. I've got a couple of these. Is those pink word bubbles. Once you start seeing them, you don't think they exist, but once you start seeing them, they start popping up everywhere. But yeah, I just thought ironically, they started renumbering this, and number 68 was another swimsuit issue for Betty and Veronica. Was that a coincidence? Probably, but who the hell knows?
Cool.
How long did Dan DiCarlo do Archie?
Oh man, he did it for a very long time because he was doing them, back in the old days. DiCarlo must have been on this for at least 15 years, maybe more.
No innuendo in this bubble. Woo, I'm hot. I've got to cool off. I'm going back to my limo to turn on the air conditioner. Is air conditioner a code word for something else?
I think it's just the I'm hot.
I'm just joking
It's
around.
just Ronnie. Like she's always saying how hot she was. So
Yeah, I was just joking around.
all right, let's keep the show rolling.
You know what's Dan DeCarlo's last work?
His last work. Damn, I have no. That's a good question.
I've got a Scooby-Doo Apocalypse that he did a variant of Thelma. Is it Thelma or which one is the one with the orange sweater?
Thelma, yeah.
Thelma.
It's funny that you mentioned Scooby Apocalypse. We actually have a couple books on the show tonight from that series.
Really? I've
Yeah.
got all the second printings and
The cover Bs, man. We got a couple cover Bs on the show tonight they're always all worth grabbing later in the run for sure. I mean, at any point in the run, but certainly later in the run.
I probably
But we'll get to those in a little bit.
Uh-oh.
This next one's for Carter because he's been buying G.I. Joe. Do you have this one?
Actually, I have this. I have it for sale. Actually,
I didn't. So is it on eBay? Because I did a quick
Yeah.
search. I couldn't find this book on eBay.
bro,
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
badass cover, man.
yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Almost
yeah.
looks like a negative space, man. Benitez is a beast, man.
Yeah, man. So this is a 1 in 10 by Benitez. A 9/8 sold for $105 back in 2020. Only 4 of these on the census, which is nuts. And you never see this book. Carter, if you have it there, I did a quick search, but I didn't see it. So
I sent you the link in the chat.
all right. Yeah, this is a badass Snake Eyes cover. We've pounded it into everybody's brains, but at this point, like when you find IDW ratios, just grab them no matter what the damn book is at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly from this era, but yeah, this is a cool Snake Eyes cover.
What happened is you have an investor's lot. That's what happened.
Yes.
All you had is a lot.
have
Okay,
it
that's
a
why
lot.
I missed it.
I have it in a lot.
Yeah, but it should have still picked up on if you just typed in G.I. Joe Origins 19.
He
you could see
probably
it.
had it. I was just scrolling quickly. I just put it in. And I was just like, okay, do I see like the cover anywhere? And I probably just blew by the lot. I mean, this lot is a badass lot, dude. Okay, so you've got the Baroness Art Adams. You got the Baroness Hughes. You got the Baroness.
Here, I'll
Totally
just-
underrated. I forget who did it, but in the pink there. Yeah, that's a damn good lot, man. I'm surprised that somebody hasn't grabbed that thing yet. That Baroness, I was going to put that book on the show many times.
Mm-hmm.
That book just feels a little slept on to me.
I guess you can't see it. You can't see my cursor. I was floating over the buy it now button. Anyways.
All right, yeah. So, anyways, the only book on eBay that I'm aware of is in Carter's lot. This is not a Pumping Carter's sale, so please nobody start yelling at us.
You're all in cahoots.
I was aware.
Igor, I think I have this. I have to look for it.
See, the cahoots part would be, one of us buying it and then someone listing it for like a ridiculous amount of money, and then another one of us buying it, and then someone else getting to buy it at an extremely high price.
Yes.
Yeah, I quite honestly, I never see this book anywhere, to be honest with you.
And to put in all that effort, I'd rather just put in 40 hours. Just saying.
All right. What's next? All right. This was on your pickup show, Carter.
Yes. Yes. Oh, so this is G.I. Joe 263. And so cover A. Now, this is I don't know. I guess a Memorial Day issue, I think, where all the Joes, they were like kind of reflecting on their fallen comrades, right? And as far as I can't find anything on this. I can't find any sales. I can't find any no copies available anywhere.
Yeah,
You know
this
what I
is
mean?
just the cover A.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cover A, but it's like it's not available anywhere.
And you know what, like, hurt me a little bit is like I've been looking for this book, but it's the bubblegum cover in the back that you didn't point out, Carter.
Damn it! You know why? Because it's a guy.
Yeah,
If
that's
it was
the
a
issue,
chick,
right?
if it was a
Because you
chick,
don't
I'd
use-
pick up
yes,
on it.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Like bubblegum covers are 99.9% chicks,
Yes.
but this one doesn't necessarily preclude it from the collection, but it's going on. So
Mm-hmm.
So it fits in the 0.01%.
yes.
And then big shout out to TLC Comics #1 says cheers to the all-star team. I'm still waiting for Mercenot to put up his G.I. Joe #19 Fuso variant. LOL.
Thank you, TLC Comics. Much appreciated. Not necessary, but thank you so much. That's beyond kind of you. Thank you.
I have a
Yep.
Fuso #19 variant, but it's not a 98, it's a 94.
There you go. So if you're interested in a 9.4 and you know Joe did do his magic to it to get it probably to that 9.4.
No, I haven't cracked it, but I just
Oh, you
feel
haven't
like,
cracked it.
yeah, I just feel like
It's stuck at that grade.
I just have a funny feeling.
Gotcha.
Okay, so that G.I. Joe 19. This one there. Okay, so there's a an 9.8 available for $8.50 your best offer, and a raw copy available for $100.
There's a raw copy right now for 100.
Yes.
Damn.
Refresh the page. So let's see how fast it goes.
That's a pretty good pickup for $100 on that book.
I'll put it in the private chat. Paste. Okay.
I don't think that's the one.
But those seems to be the only two besides mine. that are
Okay,
available.
yeah. I didn't see this one. Like I said, you know what I because I searched for 1 in 10. So
Yeah, but did you see that back cover on that one?
why I fucked up?
On the we're talking about the
Oh
link
yeah.
that-
The low is that the is that the cover or is that just like grime on that one?
yeah, look at that back cover.
Ticks and dings, yeah.
Like
that back cover's a mess.
I feel like it's like
Oh, the
It's
whole
probably-
book is a
wow.
mess.
Never mind. Damn.
This book is a mess, man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
Ew. I'm looking at it now. Never mind.
Gaga.
Damn.
dang,
100
Igor's
Gaga.
asking, did you raise your price for your buy it now?
Yep.
He was about to check out, is what he said. Sold, LOL. $100 for a cover, and it's gone. All right.
All right. I don't think we've ever talked about this book before, but the years are going by so goddamn fast that we weren't even doing shows. We didn't really start. The whole band didn't get together until like 2020, right? So this is a 2019 San Diego Comic-Con variant by none other than the legendary Jenny Frison. It was limited to 250 copies.
Wow.
A
That's
9.8 sold way back in 2022. So we're talking about 3 years ago now, almost, for $500. Only 23 of these on the census. 11 are 9.8, and 11 in total are
signature series,
and 11 are qualified. So that means 22 of the 23 are basically signed. The one that sold was not signed. The 198 that sold.
Yeah, I would imagine this is probably pretty hard to find.
I've never seen it. This is obviously 11 from Stranger Things.
I feel like I've seen this image before, but this was also like I feel like this was also a time period before Prison really got her big, huge break.
Yeah, she didn't break until after COVID, man. Like, she probably broke in the middle of COVID, like big.
Yeah, I think I started noticing her more like probably right before I started jumping on podcasts.
Yeah, Bruce, I'm sure the girls at Comic Book Woman covered this. Laura, Jen, Lucy, Sarah. I'm sure 100% this is one of the books that they've talked about.
Oh, so Sarah's saying my brother-in-law has one. Bought one from Frizzon's booth 2 years ago. She does bring cool books to her box. Because I
2
was
years
looking.
ago? That's awesome, Sarah. Wow.
Yeah, because I saw she had the Woods incentive variant, which is I forget what issue it's towards the end, but I know it's an incentive, and because that was James Tynion's first professional written work, and then she had a incentive cover towards the end of his run. She was asking $100 for it. I almost bought it just because I was like,
100.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Frizzon. I mean, she's one of the best artists of the modern age, I think, without question. And her shit's getting harder and harder to get. So for 250 copies, if anybody out there ever sees this out there digging, like, don't hesitate. I would buy this for $100 or less if it's in good condition at this point.
Real Fake Comics. How have you not watched Stranger Things?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, like anytime she did her power, like her
Yeah.
nose started
She got a
bleeding.
bloody nose.
Yeah, the more intense she used her power, right?
I don't know. I think that her pinky is drawn too small because that pinky should be out a little bit because the pinky is out more.
So you think? I don't know. It might just be perspective. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, perspective. Yeah.
It's probably the position of the hands, right?
I mean, listen, credit to Frizzon, because that's not a tough. Hands in that position are not a tough thing to draw. Like you gotta be like, fuck it, I'm gonna go do it. You know what I mean?
I don't know what it is. I love to draw hands.
It's not easy. Like it's not easy. Like particularly in like weird shapes like that.
I mean, but that's a sign for a real talented artist too. How they draw their hands and feet.
What's the actress's name? The one who came out with Tom Hanks and Big. What's her name?
Elizabeth Montgomery.
Not Montgomery. Elizabeth something else.
Oh no, Elizabeth. No, that's the chick from Bewitched.
No, wasn't it? She's been around. Oh God, I can picture.
She came out in About Last Night with Rob Lowe and Demi Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, this girl looks just like her, man.
I know who you're talking about.
I mean, this is Millie Bobby Brown, right? So
right.
But she went from like a kid to an adult overnight. Like, weren't people giving her a hard time recently because like her entire look changed completely? Like she just didn't look like herself.
Are you talking about Elizabeth Perkins?
Elizabeth Perkins, yes.
Looks just like it could be her daughter. It's crazy.
Dude, that's when Hollywood started doing its cloning, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But are you talking about Six's appearance in Stranger Things or like in real life?
No, in real life, Millie Bobby Brown and Elizabeth Perkins could pass for sisters or mother-daughter, you know?
Yeah. It gotta be mother-daughter at this point because Elizabeth Perkins is she's not as young as she used to be. Nor are any of us for that matter.
Yeah.
Or crazy aunt. It could be her crazy aunt, right?
Yeah, it could be her crazy aunt. All right, next.
All right, this is for you, Joe. I don't think we've ever talked about this book, but this is, I don't want to call it an obscure Campbell, but I never hear anybody talking about this one.
I don't fucking have it.
You don't have it?
No, man.
So this is Venom 3 from 2017. None other than the legendary J. Scott Campbell, 1 in 100 variant.
God, this went for under $100, dude.
Yeah, nuts, right? Because the high on this thing is 340. That said, it's not like super rare on the census. 241 is fairly plentiful. 178 and 9.8.
I mean, I would pick this up raw. It doesn't blow me away. I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's by no means his best work, but it's him. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, you
And
got
I
it by
just
your
never
first
see it.
appearance of Null. You know, I'm just joking.
That's
Okay,
cool,
so I
man.
had J. Scott Campbell. Okay, Superior Spider-Man with Venom on the cover, and it was a 1 in 50 variant. That thing took forever to sell.
Hmm.
I mean, it might just be the simple formula that if it's not J. Scott Campbell drawing a lady, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I just got my Rivals books for him today. I mean, they look really fantastic in person, like really sharp in person. Those books.
He did a Iron Fist, like a reverse negative, and that's probably one of the coolest like male books that he's done. You know, I don't know if you could pull that one up. It's Iron Fist number.
Iron Fist. What?
Just put Iron Fist J. Scott Campbell, and he has like 3 different versions of it, but it's a reverse negative, a regular color.
Oh yeah, I know that book you're talking about, Joe. That's a good looking book for sure.
And not a lot of people do that where they invert the. I would call it not a reverse negative, but almost an inversion. If that's even a word, inversion. I just made a new word.
Are you talking about like these ultraviolet covers?
Let's see. Yeah, so that's it right there in the middle. Yeah, next. No, one
This
more
one?
back. Yeah, that.
Okay.
The purple and
purple?
white. Yeah,
This
click on
one?
that. Yeah. Can you make that blow that up?
Oh wait. Boom.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this was a Midtown exclusive, but man, like in hand, like bro, these books are badass.
You know, it's funny. Like that negative is like what you see from like Dynamite lately. They're doing that on their covers. You do not associate that with Marvel necessarily.
Right.
But J. Scott Campbell's been doing that forever.
He did a Vampirilla one like that, kind of. But I just thought it was a like kind of unusual. You got Venom, Iron Fist kind of thing going there, man. So it looks pretty cool.
All right. Listen, we've talked about this book before. What I just wanted to point out to this, right? It's obviously the first full appearance of Gwenpool, or at least a story internally. Ron Lim 1 in 25. A 9.8 sold for $660 recently.
Damn.
All I wanted to point out with this book is that there are not many books that continue to do well post-COVID. This book does not dip. Like, this book is not speccing. People own this fucking book because they want to own it. Like in 2019, before COVID, it went for $328. It's going for $660 now. It's double the price. Like, that is not the case for most books during that time period. They've all come all the way back. And it's not like it's super scarce. There's 367 on the census, right? 203 and 9.8. So like it's plentiful, but people like this is a book people want to hold, right? There's been no movie spec about Gwenpool, obviously. Only idiots collect this character. The fact of the matter is that this book is holding. Now, I'm not saying it's not down from its peak. Like there was a crazy sale, probably $1,000 on this book or something like that, maybe more, 1,100. But it's
is that a outlier though? And
it is an outlier, 100%. There weren't like a bunch of sales at that level. There was like one, right? That's the thing with a lot of these blow off sales during that period. There's like one sale that's off the charts, but if you take that out, it normalizes it quite a bit. But yeah, I'm just shocked at this book, and you'd be hard pressed. Like I look at this book a lot. I've got a couple copies, but like you'd be hard pressed to find this book raw in any grade for less than 400. Not an exaggeration, less than 400. It's just, it kind of holds its own. But anyways, yeah, I was just throwing it out there because I was looking at it for some reason. I'm like, this book is still like the last sale on this thing was $660 still. It's pretty impressive for a character that nobody gives a shit about for the most part.
Is Gwenpool isn't in Marvel Rivals, is she?
No, but she's heavily rumored to show up because Jeff is obviously like the big hit in that game. And
Deadpool's about to be in there.
she's Jeff's owner, so like she's been having everybody's been screaming for her to show up. She was such a huge hit in Fortnite, which is I think is the catalyst for her new series. To be honest with you, how big of a hit she was in Fortnite, like I think that pushed Marvel to give her a new series where she's badass again. So we'll see, but yeah, I mean Marvel Rivals is killing it. I mean you've got Johnny Storm being Johnny Storm there. You know, I don't know what Marvel, I don't want to get on the soapbox. I don't know what Marvel is doing. Like they want to make Johnny Storm in this new Fantastic movie to be kind of a soy boy because being masculine is a negative. Even if it's a negative, flawed characters make interesting characters. Everybody just being fucking boiled down to nothing. Nobody gives a fuck. Like who? Like this is like writing 101. Like I don't even understand it. But like they have like Johnny. You know, he's hitting on girls in the game, trying to get dates, and then in the movie, like we can't do that. That's not okay to hit on girls now. You gotta like that's insensitive. I'm like, come on, man. Like he's an asshole. He's always been an asshole. He gives the thing shit. Like let him be an asshole. Like there's like character development there, but.
He max on hoes.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. Like, whatever. Like, they're gonna do what they want to do, but like to make him like a soy boy, like who the fuck wants to watch that? Like, literally, like who the fuck wants to watch that?
Yeah, I saw the quote from the actor. He's just like, yeah, he was very devil may care.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with devil may care? Like, that's like an interesting character like flaw. Like, what's the issue with that? Like, that's not a problem. Like, go with that.
But he'll be more concerned with other people's feelings in this movie.
Yeah, man. Let's go out of our way to like really make. I don't understand. Like this is like writing 101, but whatever. Sorry, that's not the soapbox we're getting on tonight. But I just.
Hey, oh shit! Damn, I do not have that.
You don't have this.
No, it's funny because I got in the hall. I didn't show this, but I found like 2 through 36 of Scooby Apocalypse, like an unbroken run, right?
Oh,
but
nice.
That ain't in there though. That ain't in there.
This one is super tough to find.
Isn't that last issue hard to find, anyways? Too.
Yeah, the last.
Yeah, so 36. We don't have that on here, but yes, 36 cover A or cover B. Hard to find. All the cover Bs later in the run are tough to find, and they're all done by different artists. So this is a Finch cover B. Just Finch is collectible, and I think he's only going to grow over time. To be honest with you, because all of us '90s fucking nuts in comics, like Finch was a big deal.
Yeah. Well, he's still a big deal. Like, have you seen like how much his commissions cost?
I can imagine, man. I can imagine.
They're not cheap, and people line up for his. Like, I think the first Comic Con I went to outside the state of Texas, like he had a line of people just like waiting for sketch. Like they were like Artist Alley, they were just sitting in line all day. And then I think I had something for him to get signed or whatever. And
comic book penciling with David Finch.
Nice.
Bro, that's a DVD or VHS?
DVD.
Dude, I gotta look that up. I would love to watch that.
That is cool.
And
his
inking with Joe Weems.
Damn. And you have the Phil Noto one too that you showed many times.
Yeah. I got that too.
Yeah.
Bro, David Finch, Brightest Day, he drew Hawk Girl.
Yes.
And it's one of my favorite covers. And it's just a regular A cover. But see if you could pull that up, Aaron. Because like a lot of early David Finch stuff is like so underappreciated, man. Like
Yo,
Wait,
He's a
when
fucking beast.
All right,
man.
David Finch. What is it?
Brightest Day. I think it's green. It might be Green Lantern, and it's Hawk Girl on the cover.
okay, so when I was getting back into comics, this is like maybe a couple years into it. That's when he did his run on Ultimate X-Men, and that's where I was just like, oh, I fell in love with his work there.
All right. Are you talking about this cover?
No,
Damn it.
No.
no,
All right.
That'd be a
Well,
no for
that's
me.
not Hawk Girl. Oh,
that's exactly what you said.
so,
Brightest Day
type in
Finch.
Brightest Day Hawk Girl. David Finch Hawk Girl. Hawk Girl. There it is, right there, the first one.
Oh yeah, that's a great. Yeah, that's a
Mama.
great-
Click on that. Make that big.
Is
Oh,
the
it's-
OA for that available anywhere?
Look at that. Is that not fire, bro?
You know what? I've never seen this cover.
What?
Never seen it.
You've never seen this? This is I've got. This will show up like on Instagram, like listings for $1. Like I grab this thing every time. Every time.
Dude, it's great, man. I mean, mama. That's a mama book.
Yeah, Finch is a legend, for sure.
Aphrodite. It's weird because Aphrodite 9, that doesn't go for it. Like those books don't go for shit.
Oh,
Yeah, but I still grab them. Like
Yeah.
those are the books that one day you wake up and they become something for out of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like these artists, they'll get their flowers eventually. People,
Well, he's got his flowers, but like the buzz will come. Now, Kreider was like stealing our thunder because he said, "Hey, Scooby Apocalypse 34 by Dan Mora is a good book." And yes, James, it is, and here it is on the show. Thank you for stealing our thunder. Just kidding, man. I'm just fucking with you.
Kreider's got great taste, man.
So this the full moon covers obviously always or something, but more in general. I know that McClay has been a big fan of Mora as of late, but this is a tough book to find and just a stunning one.
Bro, you got Scooby with a patch, bro. It's fucking awesome.
Man, don't fuck with Scooby, man. At this point,
Man.
he's not having it.
He's changed, bro. He's changed. He's not the same dog, bro. Zoinks!
Yeah, just a beautiful book. These are tough to find, but are findable, for if that makes any sense. Meaning
I'm
that
sure,
like dealers will not mark these up because they just got them hanging around. So
I don't have that one either.
I do have this one, thankfully.
It would have been great if you mind melded with me and you could have like known which ones that I had. You could have, like,
I got to scoop them out. I found almost the same kind of run you did, Mercenot, but they were all like covered B's, bro. They were all the variant second prints or whatever you want to call it.
All right, Carter, I threw this on here for you, brother, because you said you couldn't find any sales, so I went digging, and the last 9/8 of this book went for a song for $64, which is by well below where it is historically sold.
It's pretty book, man.
Catwoman 35. So this was okay. So if any of you guys watched my haul video,
meow.
From if you watch my haul video from this morning, I have this book.
Really? What'd you pay? $1?
$14 because it's a 1 in 25.
Okay.
But I couldn't find anything on it though. Like,
bro, I've never seen this cover.
Well, okay.
I remember this thing being hot when it came out, and I couldn't find it. So I mean, this was still like early days of lockdown.
Yeah.
Right when this thing came out, or late days of lockdown when this thing came out.
This is so good.
But there's a Batman cover exactly like this and a Nightwing cover exactly like this. Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of like I guess like a crossover or whatever. But this one is the standout because I can't find anything on it. Like you can find the Batman and the Nightwing, but you can't find this.
And if I'm not mistaken, this was the first one of this style cover to come out, so it caught people by surprise, I think. So people weren't ordering heavy to try to get in front of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And who the hell doesn't love Catwoman? Yeah, this book is beautiful. Beautiful. I've been looking for it. Whoever got that sale for $64 stole the damn thing.
Yeah, they did.
Nice. You've been looking for this.
Yeah, no, I like this book a lot. I remember when it came out during COVID.
Wow.
They were gone. You couldn't find them on eBay when they came out. When it came out. Yeah, and this was before. So DeCall started doing covers for Catwoman just after this, and Frizen. So they were both doing covers. So all of the ratios got really easy to get at like issue 39, I think. But anything before that was a little muted. So yeah, this is a good book. Definitely worth grabbing. All right. What's next? All right. This book is a true ghost. And just wanted to put it out there for people to hunt it. I'm not saying it's worth anything, but you can't find it. Sally of the Wasteland #1. This is a Tim Seeley 1 in 10 from Titan Comics in 2014. Who the fuck was ordering 1 in 10 for Titan in 2014? Nobody, frankly. But this is just a cool cover. This is a post-apocalyptic book. One of obviously an infinity of them, but this Seeley cover is a legit ghost. So
this looks like a hack slash cover that he didn't use.
Yeah, hack slash with mixing with like
good call. Yeah, good call.
It's the Grand Theft Auto version of hack slash.
Right.
Yeah.
Almost looks Scotty Youngish. You know what I mean?
It looks like 2002 Scotty Young.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it almost looks like
you can't find this damn thing. You can't find this damn thing.
It looks like Flash, like a Flash game, like you would play on a computer like back in the day.
This is more of a challenge to anybody on the panel or in the chat. If you can find this, let us know. It's not. It shouldn't be an expensive book.
Long short saying he has a $20 bounty on it if you find it.
All right. So this is the Nam, number 84. This is a book you should just keep an eye open for. It's a final issue in the series. We obviously know final issues carry a bit of a premium. Just wanted to put it on people's radar if you didn't already know about it. This is an Alberto Saichan cover. Like I said, the final issue in the run, a 9.8 went for $165 middle of last year, which is respectable for a book from this era. Only 33 copies on the census, a mere 10 and 9.8.
Wow.
So this is definitely one I think to keep an eye open for. I think it's not on everybody's radar, but it moves. It moves.
That's a good call, man. Because like this series, like especially if you can find them in newsstands. I mean, there's a couple of badass covers within this series. I can't remember the numbers. This for sure, but there's a couple of covers in the middle of the run that are pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, no, they've got some good covers in here. But this one definitely, this one might go for the most of any of the books in the run, maybe. But yeah, there's some really cool covers in the middle of it. But this one is worth keeping an eye open for because totally the kind of book that falls through the cracks for a lot of dealers. Yeah, 100%, Derek. Yes. What Derek says, 52 and 53 with the Punisher skull symbol, 100%.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. You're right, man. Hey, we got pretty smart people in our chat, bro.
Dude,
they keep us honest, bro.
The dumbasses don't watch this show, man. It's too it's too fucking boring for the dumbasses, right? We're talking about shit nobody cares about. We're not talking about any of the hot books. We're just talking about
We're just
cool
talking
shit.
comics here.
We only
Yeah.
attract those with a brain on this
This is
show.
a conversation after you walk outside the LCS and you just start talking about books. You know,
It's the continued conversation when the store
Yeah.
closes.
man.
All right. I think this is the final book of the night. So thank you for sticking with us this long. We appreciate it. This was suggested by my friend Carlos. He's a dealer up here. He's like, hey, man, why don't you throw this book on the show tonight? I'm like, hey, man, fuck yeah, this is a great book. So this is The Asylum of Horrors #2. Asylum Press from 2009. Only 2 of these on the census, believe it or not. This is a square-bound cardstock cover. And no recent sales on this thing, given how few of them have been graded, but just a beautiful cover by Frank Forte.
Man, it is a great cover, man.
It almost feels like something Spears would be doing right now, right?
Man. I mean, that stuff is, like all of this stuff that you wouldn't look at before Mark Spears, like now you're picking this stuff up.
Yeah, this is a great book. Obviously not a heavily ordered book. I think there's one on eBay, but it's in London maybe, and the shipping on it is crazy, like $25 or something. I forget, but there's not many of these on the bay. Maybe just the one.
Is this a variant?
That seems pretty cheap to
so there's a
ship
couple of
slab.
different so there's issue #1, this is #2. There may have even been like a Dynamic Forces signed copy of this thing as well.
Oh, it's a glossy. Nice.
E-Man, Tony, yeah, man, congrats. It's a cool book for sure.
You should grade it, and then you get third on the census.
You look at the art on this and how well it's done. It's like, man, can you imagine that being a Catwoman cover? You know, without the hair and the whole horror thing. But like, this guy can draw, man.
Did you just call her a whore, Joe?
I didn't call her whore. Hey, bro.
That's Mrs. Lady Frankenstein to you.
Bro, you're going to have the Steins after me, man.
Hey, Alex, man, I am sorry for roping you into Gwenpool, man. Listen, if I hooked you into that, much apologies. I had no intention of doing so.
Hey, bro,
but,
I pick up bubblegum covers
I don't
nonstop, dude.
I don't discourage it because there's someone that's reading. So I appreciate people that
it is a good read though. And honestly, like all joking aside, she's probably one of the most interesting characters to write. But the problem is Marvel has mostly dumbass writers who don't have the fucking bandwidth to write her. And so you get people either don't write her, or when they do, they fuck it up. So I'll just leave it at that.
I've never seen such passion for a character.
All right, was that the last one? Okay, so big shout out again to our sponsors over at Cover Price. So make sure you're using the code Nirvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. You can also use the code Nirvana over at birdcitycomics.com. And I did get official message from Laura that if you do go to the store and use the code in store in their physical store location of Nirvana, you will get a 10% discount.
Oh, no shit. All right, there you go, man. So you make a trip to Arizona. There you go.
Yeah, so I know I made that joke a long time ago, but I got official message from Laura that Ant will probably honor that or something.
Probably
like
honor
it. Or we'll honor it or something like that. I think was the phrasing. Here, I'll read the text. Let's see. What did I say?
Tony, I've thought many times about doing a bootleg, but who the hell would care? Like, it would be like me and like 2 other people. So
I get too many text messages. Okay. So I tell the audience to go to the store and try to use the code Nirvana for a discount. Smiley face. Ant would totally honor that. Multiple exclamation points. So,
Somebody spent like $1,000 at the store. They're on their way out, right? And then somebody at the counter was like, "Hey, I'm here for my 10% discount, Nirvana."
Right.
he heard it on his way out. He'd be all pissed.
Yep.
I'd be like,
Man, if you buy enough books, you can cover the cost of your trip there, man. You're flying in and out, man. So just like buy like $3,000 worth of comics, man. Free flight.
So I have 2 giveaways to okay, let's share this tab instead.
I gotta bounce.
Boom. All right, so we're gonna give away a Planet Death comic from C2E2. This is for just writing something in the live chat. So if you wrote something and it's too late now because I'm about to draw, so good luck.
Draw.
And if you win, just message me on Instagram or we'll figure it out. Still chilling.
All right, man.
All right. I'm glad I don't have to ship out this book because you're located in Houston. So we'll have to meet up because I have a set of books that you asked me to get anyways. So
Collusion. That's collusion.
Yep. It's funny business.
all
It's
right.
funny. Somebody's gonna accuse you of funny business.
Something afoot is going on.
All right. Well, we still got a pile of them, so let's give another one away.
Go, keep it going.
It's gonna be still chilling again.
Big money, big money, big money. Stop. Oh,
that'd be funny. The Righteous Flipper.
Man, why does it hang on somebody's name like they wanted
Yeah,
it?
man, that's kind of cruel.
Yeah. So
That's
the
really
Righteous
cool.
Flipper, you will also get a copy of this. So make sure you both message me and I will get you this awesome Bad Idea book that smells like an old school comic. Like you should have seen it when Dinesh was like showing me this. We were both like holding one and we were both like, I'm like, oh, it's the old school newsstand stuff. And we were both sitting there like smelling comics in the middle of the.
You put some coke in there.
So did you did you egg on Dinesh about the Inside Outside comic book, bro?
I did not bring that up in conversation,
Bro.
But I didn't know I was supposed to either.
It's because he didn't come up with it, bro. That's why he didn't want to do it. Then you have to give me credit. It's like, oh, this is Red Hood's book.
Okay. How come the same people keep on winning? I don't know. But this is a different giveaway tool. And this is, again, from Counterpoint Comics. So thank you so much. Mellow for Press for hooking this up. Taylor, if you know him, hashtag Smelling Comics. Yep. He was on the grassy knoll. I don't even live in Dallas. But, okay, so this is signed by Lyrics Lee. Yeah. So, COA there. This Amazing Spider-Man number 46. So good luck, everyone.
There was a lot of people on the grassy knoll.
And so this is for anyone that left a comment after the show for the last 2 episodes. Because
if it's still chilling, you know it's a setup.
There was a lot of Secret Service that were on the grassy knoll that the Secret Service says we don't know anything about the Secret Service being on the grassy knoll.
Where are those documents? Weren't they supposed to be released already?
No, they are. But it's like 100,000 pages of unscannable documents, so people are still working through them.
Oh, it's gonna go to.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Who is it?
I think it's Zen Master 1.
Oh, Zen Master 1. All right.
Zen Master 1. Congrats. So hit me up. You probably watch it on the rewind if you left a comment like that, or maybe you're watching live and I just don't know your username. But hit me up on Instagram. If no one claims it, either one of these comics in a week, you know, I will give away more books next week or something like that, or I'll try to give away this book again. So we'll figure it out. Alrighty. And I just realized I look freaking ridiculous with 2 hats on.
No, man, you're looking money, dude.
I look like a rapper, right? Maybe. No, I'm just joking. Hot book alert.
Hot book alert. And I did a haul video earlier today, so check that out. Please watch my video.
Dude, watch his
And
video.
make sure to
I
hit
watched
those
it.
li-
It's
those
fun as
thumbs up.
hell. If you're not watching Carter's, I went back and watched them all from scratch like years ago. So,
Holy shit!
dude, I have a long commute in and back, and I just put that shit on and listen to it. In the
Man,
car.
he should have been a hand model, dude. Mercenary will come out. Look, I got this book here.
Yeah.
It's just
Palm in the books. Yeah.
And then Joe, we're gonna be on the Hot 10 tomorrow on the House of Sign.
yeah, and then I got to get ready for Huntsville, baby.
Are you
Be over
going
there
this
with-
week? Is it this weekend?
next
Or
week?
next weekend? Oh,
Next
okay.
weekend, gonna hang out with Mark Spears and Big Leg and Clutch and Wanted Comics.
Sounds like a blast, man.
Yeah, man.
So it sounds like you're gonna get into a fight, a rumble with
No, man. No. I'm gonna be on my best behavior.
No. Alrighty. I think that will do it for us. This is a longer stream, but it was well worth it since I've been out of town and we're all catching up. Y'all take it easy.
Peace.